This has been a long-awaited video. I've been getting questions and comments for months and months now. Do you still skate for Disorder? Are you still sponsored? What's your board sponsor? Why do you ride blank sometimes and sometimes you ride Disorder boards? Well, I'm gonna answer all those questions today, so stick with me. I have to set up a new board anyway, so I thought might as well make this video. I've been pushing it off for so long because honestly, I don't know. I don't want to sit down and talk about it, but we're here today. We're at Prince Skate Park and I'm gonna set up a new board and answer all the questions. Let me just take you guys back to the beginning of how it all started and kind of how I got my start in California in the first place. So I moved to California at 19 years old, just a young lad with a new car that I just bought from saving up all my money. And I moved out here with $1,000 to my name. I am not kidding you, $1,000. My rent was $800. That first month hit, I paid the $800 and I had $200 to my name and I was like, what am I going to do now? And obviously, if you see me now, I'm living in California still, so it worked out. Went through a lot of trials and I learned a lot. And yeah, I was getting hooked up by FA for a little bit. I wouldn't even say it was like homie hookup. It was just like the bare minimum. Like I knew some people that worked there and they were giving me boards. And then this guy named Nathan Groff hit me up in the DMs and was like, hey, I don't know what boards you're riding for, but like in a few months, I want to like see if you're interested in riding for something. And he didn't tell me what it was, but I had met him when I was younger at a contest in Chicago with Nyjah. And so I kind of I knew that Nyjah was starting a company, so I just assumed it was that, and I was like freaking out. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I'm gonna be riding for Nyjah's company? And it turns out it was Disorder Skateboards, and I was one of the first riders on. It was literally me, Nyjah, and Damo to start, and everything was going great. We're skating a bunch, having fun. Went on a bunch of trips. We went to Florida, was our first trip together. And we're skating street all the time. And I'm having a blast. Throughout the time I was on though, more people were getting added and the team was growing obviously because it was a new company, and so they were just like getting their foot in the door, putting on people. And I loved everyone that was on. I still am good friends with basically everyone on the team. I don't know what month it was, but I want to say it was in May of like 2022. I got into a really bad fall. I was skating this knobbed rail in San Clemente, and it has knobs all on it at the high school. It's a super famous rail. You probably have seen it before. But I basically flipped heels, cracked my head open, got knocked out, and from that moment on, my whole perception of skating and doing it for a career and basically everything like that just went away. I was terrified to skate street. I didn't skate street for probably a few months after that because I was just like, this is so scary now. Like, number one, I don't get paid. And like, number two, like I'm not kidding you when I say I almost got paralyzed. So the thought of never walking again was terrifying. Like, you can't pay me to jump on a rail now because I want to walk. I want to be able to take care of my kids one day, and I want to, take care of my body. And so from that moment on, it was just like my skating was different, and they started to notice that. I started to take a shift in my content. I was doing more health stuff, more fitness stuff, more lifestyle stuff. I wasn't posting skating as much. I was posting shirtless pics and, things that, a skate team really wouldn't, like you wouldn't think of like a person on a skate team to post. And I was fine with it. And I was just like, I'm having fun. Like, I'm just living my life. Like, I'm not really worried too much about it. And obviously, Nyjah and them were not too stoked on it because they're like, dude, you're a skater. Like, we want you posting skate stuff and we want you skating with the boys. Like, we want you out in the streets. And I was just like, not down for it. Like, it just scared me. I'm like, I don't want to hurt myself. Like, I'm having so much fun skating, skate parks and stuff where it's like, it almost just wasn't worth it to me to continue doing that. And so we talked a little bit and we came to a conclusion that it was just best that I wasn't on the team anymore. And I guess you could say they technically kicked me off. Like, I don't ride for the team anymore. They unfollowed me on Instagram, which was completely fine. They basically said, hey, we understand that you want to do a different thing, and that's completely fine. If you want to go that route, you can 100% do that. We're going to support you. But if you want to still be a skater, we're also going to support you, and we still want to sponsor you. And I was just basically like, I don't think I have it in me anymore. I don't want to put that pressure on me and let you guys down. I would rather already know that this is the route I want to go down, and the fact that they still back me and they were like, hey, we always got your back no matter what you do. We're still going to hook you up. Obviously, we're not going to promote you on the team, but if you ever need boards, you ever want to skate the park, you ever want to skate with the boys, like, we're still here. And so I think that was the coolest thing ever, because I became such good friends with all of them, and I was like, I don't want to lose all these friends because of what I'm doing. And so shout out Nathan for like still being down to hook me up and sponsor me. I guess not even sponsor me, but give me boards, because that was super cool. Boards are expensive, and yeah, we're setting up a Disorder board still. But yeah, that's kind of what happened with Disorder. It was kind of, I chose to take a different route in skating, which I am so glad I did, because things just started to work out after that. Things that weren't working out before were working out, and I'm just so glad I went down this route, because as much as I love skating, I also love my body, and I want to take care of it, and I want to have kids one day and a family, and I want to be there for them financially, physically, mentally, all that stuff. And so I think this was like the best thing I could have done. And yeah, I still will ride Disorder boards for forever. I honestly don't plan on ever getting another skate sponsor in my life. I could care less. I just want to skate. I don't want to have any obligations or ties to a company. I like being a free agent. I think that's like the best feeling ever, because even with shoes, like, I don't want a shoe sponsor. I genuinely don't. Unless they're paying me big bucks, I would rather rock whatever I want. You guys see my videos. You see I'm wearing Adidas, Vans, Nike. I'll literally wear whatever, and that feeling is so nice. As a kid, I always wanted to be sponsored, and I was like, I just want free stuff. But as you get older, that free stuff isn't as cool. It's like, because if it's not something you genuinely love, like, you're just like, what am I don't need this. Like, it's just going to sit here. So now I'm just like, I would rather buy shoes that I like than get them sent to me for free and I don't even like them. But like, honestly, this was like best case scenario, still getting hooked up, and I don't have an obligation to go street skate anymore, because I literally don't like street skating. I don't know if I'll ever post this fall, but it's on video. I have it on actual video and on iPhone. But I literally 50'd this rail. My back wheel hit the kink, or like the knob, flipped heels, landed right on my neck. Like, it looked like I snapped my neck. And smacked my dome piece. Started like seizing up. Like, if you ever seen boxers get knocked out, they clench up, and I literally felt myself stuck in it, and I pulled myself out of it. It was the weirdest, craziest feeling ever, and it honestly, like, was terrifying. Like, that was one of the scariest things in my life. And the ambulance came, I got staples in my head, they put me in a neck brace, and it sucked. And I never want to have to go through that again. But honestly, it led me to meeting my girlfriend. It led me to just trying out new things and getting outside of just skating, and just being confident with who I am, rather than just, because honestly, I'm always been confident in my skating, but in other aspects, I wasn't as confident. And my girlfriend's like, dude, you have a personality. Like, you can do whatever you want. Like, make videos that just show you and be you. You don't need to just rely on skating alone. And so I'm super grateful for her to kind of instill that in me, because honestly, I needed that. And I think everyone needs that in their life, because I feel like a lot of times we just navigate to what we know and just stick to that. But it's honestly really good to get outside your comfort zone and try new things. Like, I'm so glad I started this clothing brand, and I have something to work on, and I can show people what I'm working on. and it has a good message behind it and all that stuff. And so I'm just really glad how everything worked out, and I'm still boys with everyone. The trips we went on, dude, I'll have those memories forever. Being on a team with Nija, like, I'm not kidding you when I say he was my favorite skater growing up. The first video I ever watched was This Is My Element. Looked up to that dude. He freaking took me under his wing, was hooking me up with shoes, giving me boards, took us on these trips. We had so much fun. He's just like a super funny person. He gets such a bad rap, but if you know him, like, I genuinely have nothing bad to say about him. I can just honestly say that. I could have easily got on here and like try to like badmouth him or something, but I don't have anything bad to say. I have nothing bad to say about anyone on the team. Like, everyone at Disorder is super sick. That's why I'm like still down with rocking their boards, because like Kyle's the warehouse manager, sickest dude. Nathan runs the company, sickest dude. Like, I just resonate with those people. Like, even outside of skating, I could hang out with them and be cool with them. And that was something I really liked, was like, it just felt like we were homies, not even just because we skate, but we do a lot of similar things. And so I just thought that was super cool. Yeah, that's basically the whole story, what happened with me and Disorder. So I don't have a board sponsor right now. I don't even know if I have any sponsors anymore. I was getting hooked up by Spitfire and Thunder since I was a kid, and I don't even know if I'm still sponsored by them. I just don't care about any of that stuff anymore, because it's just like, I don't know. I have different priorities now, and like, I still love skating and I'll always skate, but like, my priorities are not finding sponsors for skating. It's like just putting out good content and like inspiring people and motivating people, and like just showing people that you can do things outside of normal skating, because I feel like it's been frowned upon forever. But I was in the industry for so long. I knew everyone in it. I still do. And a lot of people in the industry have unfollowed me, talk crap about me, or whatever it may be, and I'm just like, I could care less. The fact that I don't have to suck up to some company or some team manager or whatever it is to please them is like the coolest thing ever. I can make a living on skating without doing that, and like, that's the best, most freeing feeling ever, bro. I swear, it's like insane. Start a company with your homies, make content, and do your own thing. You don't need to rely on these big companies for whatever, honestly. Like, Nija could have easily went to another company for skating after he quit Element, but he started his own thing because he's like, why am I gonna skate for a company when I can just make my own, like, and have all my homies on it? Now he's got his best friends on it, and I think that's like the sickest thing. And that's honestly what it's all about. It's not core, but it don't matter. That's my little rant for today. And I think that's gonna be it for this video. I don't know how long it is, but I'm probably just gonna post it raw. I don't know if I'm gonna cut out anything. Thanks for hearing me yap, and we'll see you in the next video.